So, why should chosen ones not be attached to anything? Hello, my chosen ones, and welcome back to my channel. Glad to have you here. If you're new here, welcome, and please subscribe to this channel to help it grow. And I pray that this content today in this video is valuable and you find some value from it. Why should chosen ones not be attached to anything? It's time to detach, chosen ones. It's time to understand and realize that what does it profit a man to gain the whole world, man or woman, to gain the whole world and lose their soul? The only treasures we should be storing up here is in heaven, our inner world, storing up treasures of awareness, belief systems, beliefs in a higher power, storing up higher levels of consciousness. That's what we should be storing up. We don't want to store up treasures here on earth where the moths and the vermin just eat it and it rots away. We're seeing this more and more and more. And I hope you are seeing what's going on in this world. Because, with the fall of P. Diddy, right? That's just one scenario. This man was a billionaire. And just in the blink of an eye, he's losing everything that he worked for. Don't store up your treasures here. Because what happens is it can be lost just as easily that you got it. It can be lost even faster. Even if it didn't come easy. Even if you had to work hard for it, and most of us do. We have to work hard for everything that we get. Every dime that we earn. Right? This life is not easy. But at the same time, we've been sold a dream. We've been sold an illusion that, this is mine, my stuff, my this, my car, my house, my job, mine, my clothes, my jewelry. None of this stuff is yours. None of it. You're on borrowed time. We're all here on borrowed time. None of it really matters. It doesn't define who you are. It doesn't define your worth. But unfortunately, that's what society has sold to us, right? To make us look better, to make us feel better. Everything that it just concentrates on what we have that's lacking in us. And we shouldn't be looking for lack because we are already full. We're already perfect. We were perfectly made. We have no lack. But society has created lack in us. So now we feel like we have to get this type of car. We have to have this type of house. We have to have this type of career. We have to raise this type of children, right? And it's like, who put this in our heads that this is what we have to do? Society. So don't fall for it. Don't fall for the okie doke. Don't fall for the trap. And do not get attached, chosen ones, to the things of this world. Because as you can see what's going on, empires are falling, hurricanes are coming through, people's, lives are being destroyed. Everything they've worked for, destroyed after one night of a hurricane. So, tornadoes, earthquakes, these things are happening all over the world. And we have to understand that the only thing that matters is our trust, our faith, our belief, and our commitment and our attachment to a higher power, to source, to God, to our creator. That's the only thing that matters. Because seek ye first the kingdom of God, and all these things will be added unto you. You don't need to go out and hoard anything. You don't need to hoard. You don't need to hold on so tight. The more you give, the more you receive. Go and clean out your closets. Make room for new stuff. You don't need to hold on to that dress from, 10 years ago that you probably can't fit anymore. And it's, that may be funny, but It's true. Like, we just hold on to everything because we feel like it's mine and I can't get rid of it. But what's going to happen to it? The moths are going to eat it. It's going to disintegrate. You have to move it around. Just like money. Oh, my money, money. You don't want to be like Mr. Scrooge, holding on to money so tightly that you are afraid to get rid of it, that you're afraid to circulate it. Money is currency. It needs to be circulated in order to grow. It's not going to grow just sitting in your bank account or sitting under your mattress. It's not going to grow. You have to give in order to receive. So my chosen ones, don't store your treasures here on earth. It's temporary. This life is temporary. Your goods are temporary. Don't get cocky about your job. Your job can be temporary. People that work for 20, 30 years at one company, can find themselves being laid off, fired. I know people that I know people that has had that happen to them. It's no joke. But it feels real tough when you're so attached to it. You're attached to a title. You're attached to this position. You ever been to the motor vehicle and, they're just so nasty and they talk so mean to you? And in my mind, when I encounter people like that, I'm like, why did they get this job if they don't like to deal with people? And it may not be that they don't like to deal with people. They just feel like they don't need to be bothered with you. I have my job. And, it's an air of cockiness. Don't get cocky, chosen ones. Don't get cocky. Everything that you've been blessed with is a blessing from God. And always be grateful. You have to remain grateful and with a thankful heart that you have it this day. Because tomorrow, it can be gone. And what are you going to do? You should not be wavered if things come today and they're gone tomorrow. Why? Because you're not storing up your treasures here on earth. Things are happening all around us. Yes, chosen ones will be spared for the most part, but we're not immune to going through things. We're just not. We're going to go through some times too, some hard, tough times. And you've probably already been through some tough times. I know I have. I've been through a lot of tough times. But at the end of the day, tough times don't always last. And tough times remind you not to hold on to things, not to be so attached to things or people. We'll talk about people another time in another video. But don't be attached to things. People, places, or things. Don't be attached to it. Because if God tells you to move, you got to move. If God tells you to move away from this person, you got to move away from that person. God tells you to move jobs, you have to move jobs. God tells you to give this away, donate this, you got to give it away and donate it. Don't be attached. The only thing that you should be attached to is your relationship with the Creator. That's it. Because everything else will pass away. Everything else will pass away. They'll be swept up in a tornado. They'll be in an earthquake, in a hurricane, eaten by moths, vermin, stolen, whatever. Thieves can come in and take it. It doesn't matter. But what does matter is that you continue to put God first in your life. And you continue to have a relationship with your Creator so that nothing bothers you. And you're attached to nothing. Because we know that just like Job lost everything in the Bible, Job lost everything. Everything. His family, his business, everything. But he got it all back and then some. Because he never lost his faith in God. He never lost that, no matter what happened to him. Some people, they'll unalive themselves because they lost things. They lost money or, they lost a relationship. I just saw an article, a guy unalived himself because his girlfriend broke up with him. Like, come on, we have to recognize when the enemy is at work and the enemy wants to kill us and steal from us. The enemy wants to unalive us and steal from us and destroy us. We can't let that happen. And society has painted a false picture, a false narrative of what we need in order to be happy. Happiness is not out there. It's within. Happiness is within. You don't need triple, 3, 4 cars in your garage to be happy. You don't need a 5-bedroom house to be happy. You don't need those things. You don't need to be CEO of this company to be happy. Happiness comes within. And usually, the most people who are the happiest have the least, because they have the least amount of worries. They don't have to worry about all those bills. They don't have to worry about keeping up with the Joneses. They're not concerned about that. They have a happy spirit. And that's where I want you to be, chosen ones. Have a happy spirit. Give away those things that no longer serves you. Unattach yourself to things, whether you have them or not. It shouldn't matter. You are still wonderful. You're still beautiful. You're still chosen. You're still blessed, whether you have those things or not. All right, my chosen ones, I hope this video was valuable and you enjoyed it. If you did, please share it. Comment down below. Let me know your thoughts. Subscribe to my channel. Ring that notification bell, and I'll see you in the next video. Until then, peace, love, and light.